The level is just too advanced, the bezel is Tiffany stamp, no grip on my hand. I know that I came with the slide from left to right, but now I don't wanna dance. I got too much on the line, too much on my mind, too much ain't enough of my plans. Nike don't pay me to tell you just do it, they pay me to show you I do it again.
Huh? Yeah, I'm in control of the block. You know how October get hot. Wanna make that skills go pop. The grip is over the top, the whip is over the top.
Believe in me, yeah.
Again, straight from the 8. I'm walking with God, I don't need a drink. The devil be talking, I don't entertain. I'm walking in faith, I'm sowing my seed. I did it in faith, I gave it to God, and He made it great. Put me in good soil and took out the snakes.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to another amazing lash tutorial. So as you guys can tell, we are going to be using these HEYYY lashes from Veyes. I thought this was really amazing that they sent this to me because I actually been wanting to try lashes like this. I seen a young lady on TikTok post white lashes and I was like, oh baby, I need to get on this trend ASAP. So as you guys already see, like I've obviously already used these lashes, so I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. First of all, I love them. I honestly think I wasn't during the process. I was like, I don't know about this, but I loved them so much that I ended up purchasing 6 mixed trays of the white lashes. Okay, here's a side-by-side comparison of the curl though. However, that's the only downfall I found to these lashes, is that this is technically a D curl, and as you guys can see from a D curl, they're more of like a C curl, CC curl actually. So just keep that in mind when you're purchasing those lashes. All right. And of course, going in with our caramel adhesive. Like, do I even need to explain at this point how amazing this glue is to me? You guys know I use it all the time. They try to discontinue it and I was like, oh no, you need to bring this back. This is the glue right here. You guys see that I always post my 2-week retention on Instagram. If you don't follow me, then you should, because I do always post my retention clients. Okay, we're also going to go in with our Veyes gel pads. You guys, these are hands down my favorite gel pads. I used to use the basic ones from Amazon. However, I always felt like they dried out way too fast and they weren't thick enough and they weren't sticky enough. Okay, so that's why I love these. They are the perfect amount of stick without feeling too much. Also, they are hypoallergenic free and have a very low fragrance, so they're non-irritating. Also, this tape right here, Next Care Sensitive Skin Tape Dupe. Okay, if you want a really good affordable tape that does not tug and pull on your client's lashes but is sticky enough, you guys already know, I know you've tried those different types of tapes from several brands, or even like those color tapes on Amazon, and let's just be honest, they suck. They stick, they tug and pull on the lashes, they're not even sticky enough sometimes. So definitely, if you want a really good Next Care Sensitive Skin Tape dupe, definitely try this out. All right, so moving on now into mapping, but before we get into that, I need to tell you guys about this marker. So I've had this for a long time and I don't know why I have not told you guys about it, but this is a surgical tape marker, and these are like the little things, guys, that really do help with your clients to make them feel a lot more comfortable. I used to use Sharpies to map out, and that smell is just so strong, especially someone who has a really sharp, keen nose. It's too much. So this one has like a very faint smell, but it's nothing as crazy as a Sharpie. Trust me, I feel like clients really do hate it. And like I said, these little things that kind of elevate your sets a little bit and make you seem more professional. All right, so definitely go run and try to get you one of these markers. So as far as mapping, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 11. The reason being is because those outer corners are a little short, and for these lashes, the base is a tiny bit thick. Not to the point where I couldn't use them on this particular client. She has relatively healthy, strong lashes, but I'm kind of going based off of her natural lashes. The one thing that I love to do with my sets is to enhance my client's features. I feel like that's what I'm known for. So as for her set and the way her eyes are, the peak of her lashes is where the 12 point is. So I kind of want to keep that. So in a way, we're creating a cat eye, but we're not, and we're like creating an open eye, but we're not. I really hope that makes sense. But you'll see, like obviously you see in the beginning, like it really does create a beautiful illusion. All right, as far as tweezer goes, this JL isolation tweezer is my favorite. I've been using this for years. Do I need to say any more? The grip is great, angle is good. For far as volume tweezers go, I definitely would use my 90-degree angle tweezers. However, I did use these Master Pro 90-degree angle tweezers because their grip is really good, and I dropped my other ones. So these ones will do. They're really good, especially for when it comes to picking up wet sets. So I said, well, I feel like it would work for these. So in a way too, I do want to explain that these HEYY lashes, as you guys can see, kind of look like a pre-made fan, but they're not. So the base, yes, is a little thick, but it's not to the point where it was disturbing for me. Also, the best way to get the best adhesion for these lashes, what I found, is to place either on top or on the bottom. I tried placing them to the side. I didn't like it, and I feel like to get the best retention out of these, top or bottom. Now I'm going to tell you guys too, I did get a couple of stickies, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because when I was pulling them apart, it had nothing to do with the glue. It was honestly a little bit warm in my lash room. We're having AC problems, but I can already tell that these lashes are going to last really long. One, they're a good enough grip on the lashes. So they don't necessarily wrap around the natural lash, but they do grip really, really nicely. So it also could be to the glue, but I think hand in hand, that's what I was most worried about. And I really liked it. As you can see, it's super easy to place down. That's why I say placing it from the top or the bottom is a lot better, because you get the best adhesion. Remember, you want to make sure that that bond from your natural lash and your extension is matching. You don't want it to be too thick enough. You don't want it to not sit on the lash, and you don't want it to be able to just sit next to it. So don't apply it to the side, apply on the top, or apply on the bottom. All right, now we're gonna go in and do the top layer first. I always go in and work at layers very nicely, very gently. Nothing too crazy, you guys. It's pretty self-explanatory, this tutorial. We're just following our mapping and placing our extensions where they need to be. Definitely these lashes were like doing a classic lash. It was actually really cool because I haven't done a classic set in so long. So that's what this kind of reminded me of. This set literally took me an hour and a half. It did take a little longer because I was recording, but honestly, I already know my speed. This set would have took me an hour and a half. It is literally so basic. It is like doing a classic, but these W lashes give this cool, unique wispiness. Like I can't even explain it. Like, it is literally a basic set, and if I were to do like a wet set on this, it would be a very gradual set. However, using the Y lashes or even the W lashes creates a texture. And as you can see at the top, it's like you get a really dark lash line, which is another thing that I was scared of, because I was like, ooh, I wonder if I would have to go down a size, which I did, and I'll explain that later. But it really gave a beautiful dark lash line. As you guys can see, there's no stickies. The lashes are great. I really, really liked it. It was definitely unique, and it's definitely different. So we are going to go in and brush out those lashes and check our work. I always do this to make sure where I see that I needed to apply, you know, different lashes. Is everything looking good? And it definitely was. Like, I'm telling you guys, I was really shocked as I was lashing of how much I really liked these lashes. All right, so now here's the fun part, and this is going to create more texture, and it's going to create a darker lash line and just uniqueness. Okay, so we're only going to go one size down in our sections. I don't really do that in the inner corner because there's not a lot of lashes typically in the inner corner, and they don't have a size 8, so it was fine. So for the 10 section, you're obviously going to go down one size, which is 9, 11 to 10, 12 to 11, and then 11 to 10 again. So I really wanted to make sure that it did have this type of texture that I was envisioning in my head, and I really, really think that I achieved that. This is also another trick that I do use for wet sets when I want to create more texture, but I don't want it to be like a strip lash effect. So going down one size really does help. You can even go 2 if you really wanted it to be super dramatic. I think that would be really cool. However, I kept it really, really basic and just went down one set. I wanted this tutorial to be really easy. I wanted people who wanted to elevate from classic to jump up to kind of like a volume set to really resonate with this tutorial. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys watch me lash. I'll definitely put the little sound on notification letting you guys know when I'm talking, but I'm just gonna let you guys watch, and we'll jump back on in a little bit. And just like that, you guys, we are finished with the set. It is nice and complete, as well as our finishing touches. I always go in with my nano mister with my bonder built inside. So what I like to do is take 1 part water to 1 part bonder inside my nano mister. This is the bonder that I like to use, and I just mix it up really, really well, and I cure the lashes, set the lashes, whatever, however you want to call it, whatever the terminology is for you. This is just personally the way I like to go ahead and cure or crystallize my lashes and making sure that glue's nice and dry. This step helps avoid fumes, it helps dry the lashes better, and it's like insurance just in case their lashes get wet if they water or they, you know, they wash them. Taking off our gel pads, and you guys can see how beautifully this gel pad and the tape just come off. I love it so much. And that is it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. Please comment, like, and subscribe on your way out, and let me know what future videos you guys would like to see. Love you guys. Bye.